Hi, I am Lalit Vasist and you're watching Engineering Made Easy. Friends, this video is going to be very interesting and informative. Here we will discuss what actually the time is and is it really possible to travel through time? I will discuss here 5 different ways of time travel. So watch this video till the end as you may not be aware of all the 5 ways to travel through time. But first, let's start this video with the scientific definition of time. What is time? According to physicists, time is the progression of events from the past to the present into the future. So we can say that a system is timeless if there is no change in it. Actually, time is used to describe events in a three-dimensional space. Time is the fourth dimension of reality. So the four dimensions are length, width, height, and time. Out of these four dimensions, the first three dimensions represent the space dimensions. As you know that we have control over first three dimensions of space. We can move freely in space in three dimensions in any direction, forward and reverse. But what about the fourth dimension, the time? Why we cannot move freely in the time dimension? Why we are not allowed to go forward or reverse in time as per our wish at different speeds? Is time travel really possible practically, or is it just a theoretical concept? Initially, it was thought that time travel is not possible and time flows at the same rate everywhere and for everyone, irrespective of the observer's frame of reference. But later it was found that this is not true. The rate of time flow is not same for everyone. It depends on several factors. So this video is about 5 different ways that can be used to travel through time. I will discuss here the following 5 ways of time traveling. Number 1. Moving at very high speed. Number 2. Moving around a very massive object. Number 3. Entering into wormholes. Number 4. Suspended animation. And the last one, the number 5, using a rotating cylinder of light. So let's start with the first and highly effective way of traveling through time, that is traveling at very high speed. According to great physicist Albert Einstein's theory of special relativity, if someone travels at a speed comparable to the speed of light, time slows down for him relative to the world present outside. Let me tell you that this is not just any theoretical concept. Scientists have measured it by using very accurate and sophisticated instruments. To test Einstein, scientists used two extremely accurate atomic clocks. The first atomic clock was kept stationary on Earth while the other flown in a jet aircraft. After the experiment, it was found that Einstein was right. The clock that was moving at high speed in the jet aircraft was ticking at low rate compared to the clock kept stationary on Earth. So it was proved that if we move fast in space, we move slow in time. It has been found that traveling at a speed of 90% of the speed of light, time slows down 2.6 times. Now let's come to the second method of time travel, moving around a very massive object. It was found by Einstein that gravity from a massive object can cause the time to slow down. But the object need to have extremely large mass for this effect to be noticeable for us. The most massive known objects in the universe are black holes. Some supermassive black holes are billions of times more massive than the mass of our sun. So the time will slow down for a person orbiting the black hole. In other words, he will go into the future as time will move faster on Earth, which has negligible mass in comparison to the mass of the black hole. So we can say that time moves slow around massive objects. Now we will discuss the third possibility of time travel using wormholes. But before discussing this technique of time travel, you need to know what are wormholes. We can visualize a wormhole as a tunnel having its two ends at separate points in space-time. The other end of this tunnel may be at different locations in space or at different points in time or both. So it means wormholes can be used to connect extremely long distances, even billions of light years away, or other galaxies, and also at different points in time. These wormholes actually are solutions to the Einstein field equations for gravity. Wormholes are shortcuts through space-time. Stephen Hawking and many other physicists believe that wormholes are constantly popping in and out of existence at the quantum level. But to use them for time travel, it is required to inflate them to human scales, as quantum levels are much smaller than atoms. But because of incompatibility between general relativity and quantum mechanics, various efforts by scientists have failed to prove it practically. But we should never be hopeless, as it is still a way to travel through time and space both, at least theoretically for now. Now we will discuss the fourth idea of time travel, which is the suspended animation. Before explaining this method of time travel, let me first revise the definition of time, as it will be required here. Time has been defined as the progression of events from the past to the present into the future. So this definition means if we observe no progression of events, then we say time has stopped. If nothing is changing, everything, including electrons and other subatomic particles in the atoms, everything in the universe, and every action in our body cells has stopped. So we will not grow older in that case. In other words, it's nothing but simply time has stopped. So, this method of suspended animation is another way to travel into the future. Using this technique, we may be able to slow our perception of time by slowing down or stopping our body processes and then restarting them later. As we know, it is possible for bacterial spores to live for millions of years in a state of suspended animation. But when the right conditions of temperature, food, and moisture are available, it kick-starts their metabolism again. This kind of hibernation is also found in some mammals like bears and squirrels. During hibernation process, the cell's requirements for food and oxygen are dramatically reduced. Such experiment has been successful on mice. Mice do not hibernate, but in 2005, American scientists found a way to slow down their metabolism. This could be done by exposing them to minute doses of hydrogen peroxide. This resulted in reduction in metabolism by 10 folds and decreased their body temperature to 13 degrees centigrade. And surprisingly, scientists reanimated the mice without any ill effects after 6 hours. But unfortunately, this method could not work for large animals like pigs and sheep. But there is another method which induces a hypothermic hibernation. In this technique, the blood of the animal is replaced by cold saline solution. We were lucky that this method of inducing hypothermic hibernation worked on pigs. Scientists in Pittsburgh are currently conducting human clinical trials based on this technique. The last method, that is, the fifth method to travel in time, is by using a rotating cylinder of light. In this technique, the space-time is twisted by using a rotating cylinder of light. Credit of this idea goes to the American physicist Ron Mallett. But how does this work? This can be explained with the help of a simple example of our daily life. When you swirl your coffee with the help of a spoon, then you can see a bubble running around on the top of it. In the same way, a rotating cylinder of light is used to twist the space-time. If we drop anything inside this swirling cylinder, it could theoretically be dragged around in space and in time. Ron Mallett says it is possible to travel into the past or in the future if right geometry is used. So friends, these were the 5 different ways to travel through time. Please let others know which method of time travel is your favorite and why. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, then please hit the like button and share it with others. You can also subscribe my channel Engineering Made Easy if you don't want to miss my any new video. Thank you for watching this video till the end. See you soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye.